Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jonathan Vigil from The Ghost Inside.
And Andrew Tkachuk.
From the same band.
Same band. It's The Ghost Inside.
We're both from The Ghost Inside. For Dear Youth, we went to the same team that we worked with, Forget What You Give. We recorded with Andrew Wade, who has done Day to Remember, Motionless in White, The Word Alive. Did he do?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And we went back to him, and we had Jeremy, the singer of A Day to Remember, produce the album again. And we went back to them just because our last record, the whole dynamic was really awesome, and it just it worked really well. And I think for this one, it was it's pretty good.
Yeah. We feed off them and they feed off us, so it's cool to work with them because they have good ideas, and I think they have a good vision of where we want to be with our band too. So yeah, it works out great with them.
The whole idea behind Dear Youth was, I spent my entire 20s in playing in bands from 20 to 30, and when you're younger, when you're first in high school, when you're first getting out of high school, you have so much opportunity in the world, and you feel like there's so much you can do, and there's so many open doors, and you can literally be anything you want to be, And for a while, I lost that feeling because I was getting older, and I woke up one day and I was like, I'm almost 30 years old, and this is all I've ever done with my life. Like I felt like a lot of doors were closing in on me, and so the whole idea behind Dear Youth came when it came time to write the album. I actually wrote a letter, Dear Youth, to my former self to get inspired to remember what that feeling was like of being able to have the opportunity and the feeling of the sense of wonder, and like that I am, as a human being, I am limitless, and if I just apply myself to anything, I can do whatever I want. And for a while I forgot about that, and it took me writing a letter to my former self to remember that feeling, and now it's I'm definitely in a better place than I was before that.
It became so hard to survive.
The lyric process was a lot different, whereas in the past it's been, majority all me. And for this record, it was more of a collaborative effort between me, Aaron, Andrew Wade, and Jeremy. It was kind of like a whole thing, because I just brought my ideas to the table, and my general outline of the song, and a lot of lines that I had, and we kind of all worked together to kind of put these songs together, and it was a lot different. I was in a lot different place, like I was telling you about the whole title behind, or the idea behind Dear Youth. I was in a whole different place for this record than I was for the previous one, and I think for this record, we're known as a band that's been kind of like positive and kind of like, good outlook and like, kind of uplifting. But for this record, there's a lot of stuff that I saw in the world that I really didn't like, and it really kind of frustrated me. And so I think for this record, it's a really, it's a lot more frustrating lyrically. It's a lot more angsty, whereas in the past it was more like, kind of be proud of who you are and embrace that kind of stuff. Whereas this one, it's been like, I see these injustices, I see these things wrong, and it really makes me angry. And that's a whole different side of The Ghost Inside that I think is, I think kids are going to kind of be into, because it's not like anything we've done in the past.
Dear youth, what was your one big plan? You made us believe
I think for the most part, it stays true to The Ghost Inside, but there are a couple of new things we experimented with on the record, which I can't really talk about, but you'll hear them, and I think you'll know what I'm talking about. But overall, it definitely captures that Ghost Inside feel, and I think it's just shows the band's progression since the last record. And yeah, it's got all the elements that you would look for in the Ghost Inside, plus some new stuff that we're really stoked on. So stuff we haven't ever done before, and we're stoked on it.
Yeah, I think when it comes time to write a new record, you kind of want to progress and you want to grow. You don't want to write the same album over and over and over again, as much as some fans would want to hear just the same songs over and over again. But it's definitely to our best ability. I think this record runs the whole gamut of what our band sounds like. And I think this record, from start to finish, I think it runs the whole entire spectrum of what our band is, what our band is about, and what our band sounds like. So we're really excited for people to hear it.
Facing your fears as we pray.
Oh man, it was insane. We we put out the I guess like submission part where like, hey, if you want to be in our video, sign up, whatever, and it just got flooded. And obviously we can't use everyone's clips. It's only a 3.5 minute song, so it's kind of impossible to use everybody's clips. But it was kind of a spin-off of a lyric video, instead of doing like a normal lyric video, I thought it'd be kind of cool, since the album's Dear Youth, it's about writing a letter and this and that. I thought it'd be cool to get fans involved, kind of writing, expressing themselves however they did it. Some people spray painted, some people did like, nice calligraphy, some people just wrote on a sign. A dude even wrote on a toilet paper roll, and like it was pretty crazy.
That's the most popular part of that video.
Yeah,
toilet paper roll guy. Shout out to you.
Yeah, and we had so much footage that we just ended up not being able to use. The guy who put it together just got flooded, and he did what he could, and I think it came out really cool. I think that the people involved were all really happy, and we want to apologize to all the fans who sent in stuff and took the time to do stuff, and your stuff didn't get used. We apologize. There's just no way to use everybody's in 3.5 minutes. So.
Goodbye. It's just a memory that hasn't come to be.
I think from what we saw, the guy on the toilet, and he's rolling the paper towel, and he kind of looks at it, and it comes back later, and the lyrics are written out as he rolls the toilet paper out. I thought that was pretty creative and funny.
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't get to see a lot of the footage that didn't get used. We only saw like the cuts of the video. So, I think that the toilet paper roll is pretty funny. Pretty creative. He's just like on the toilet taking a dump and runs out of.
It's like something we would do, so we can relate to it. It's funny.
Yeah.
You made us believe we had the world in our hands, with nowhere to go.
Yeah. For the last record we used, Andrew from Comeback Kid, because the part was perfect for his voice, and he's obviously Comeback Kid's a big inspiration on what our band sounds like, and it was just really cool to have someone that we look up to on one of our songs. And for this album, we actually have Jason Butler of a band called Let Live on one of the songs, and it's cool because him and I kind of grew up together. We lived in neighboring cities, and I've known him for a very, very, very long time. And we've been going to shows since we were like 12, 13 years old, and it's cool that like our bands can kind of like, we took different directions musically, but we ended up kind of in the same scene, and we're both on Epitaph Records, and I don't know, it was really cool, and we just really wanted to have someone who has been a part of the band in one way or another from the beginning to be on this record. And Jason Butler obviously has a cool, unique voice, screaming and singing wise. So, he makes the song sound so cool. Like, I think we're all really stoked on how it came out, and I think once you hear it, it's just, you can tell it's him, and this is such a cool part. And we just can't wait for this album to come out and you guys hear these songs, because we're all really proud of them. So it should be cool. Thanks to everybody for watching and hanging out with us and following the band over the years. We have a new record called Dear Youth coming out November 17th. And shout out to Impericon for always being so sweet to us. And we'll see you guys on the road.
Jason Butler, dude.